I'm gonna throw this to the fucking monitor.
Known as esports, playing video games is becoming more recognized as an athletic sport. Esports players and community members are seeing strides happen in the industry.
I feel like as a society, we fear things that we don't understand. So there's a whole generation of adults that haven't played video games. They don't see the future in it. But in actuality, there's stadiums being built for video games. There's $1 million pop prizes. And it's actually one of the largest businesses.
According to Forbes, esports is a global industry with revenues that exceed $1 billion and audiences of more than 400 million.
There's no reason to think that esports shouldn't be considered a real sport. Even though there's not as much physical exhaustion, there's just as much mental exhaustion. You know, it takes a lot of studying, a lot of hours of practice, and a lot of really understanding the game.
Abby Lee does contract work for Philadelphia Fusion, the city's professional esports team that competes in Overwatch, one of the most popular competitive games to date. Lee is Fusion's official cosplayer, where they dress up as Overwatch characters at events. Through this experience, they got a better understanding of the players' training.
They spend, 3 or 4 hours practicing the game, and then they go into doing VOD reviews, which is basically them rewatching what they just played.
Around 175 American colleges and universities offer athletic scholarships for esports players. This is an opportunity for young adults to get a scholarship like any other student athlete.
It's just as much training, it's just different training.
Nadia Derskavich is the vice president of the esports club at Temple University. She's helped her club register and participate in different tournaments and has seen the pressure players feel at the competition level.
It's a lot about stamina and which is obviously important for physical sports too, but it's also a lot of mental training.
Look at me. Oh, I'm too good.
Considering how strenuous the training may be, some players find that the sense of community is what makes the gaming experience all worth it.
I definitely would say that I'm part of the quote-unquote esports community just for this fact that I compete in video games. I decide to make video games, something concrete, not just something that's just for fun.
There's more layers to this community than you really would think about just from the outside. Because there's not just the players, there's also the whole support system.
Esports can also be a social outlet and a way to meet others who may not have been interested in traditional sports or creative arts.
I view the community as truly an outlet for a lot of kids that weren't good at sports, that weren't good at arts and music. I think video games gives all those kids that weren't good at those things something to participate in.
With streaming platforms like YouTube, Facebook Gaming, and Twitch, professional esports players get to practice and compete live for viewers at home to watch.
I truly enjoy watching people play video games at the highest level.
It's like watching football, why do people watch football? I don't know. Why do I watch video games? I don't know. I just do it because it's entertaining. Isn't that enough?
The future of the esports industry remains unclear but not unpromising. Reporting for the Temp from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, I'm Mydia Alonso.